What if I told you there's one single thing you can do that will make people think about you nonstop, obsess over you, and remember you long after you leave the room? Most people are blind to it. Most people never notice it. And the few who do gain power over attention, influence, and desire without saying a word. Imagine walking into any room and suddenly people start replaying your words in their minds. They can't stop analyzing your gestures, your energy, your presence. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what it is and how to make people subconsciously obsessed with you. Most people live their lives chasing attention. They overshare. They speak too much. They try to impress constantly. They mistake noise for power, talking for influence, and being seen for respect. But psychology proves the opposite. The people who leave a lasting impression, the people others cannot stop thinking about, do not chase attention. They do not shout for recognition. They create presence. Presence is magnetic. Presence makes people obsess. Presence leaves a mark that words cannot. There's one secret behavior these people practice every day. It is subtle, invisible, but deadly effective. By the end of this video, you will know the psychology behind obsession, the exact habit to make people mentally attached to you, how to use silence, unpredictability, and attention to your advantage, and why most people fail to notice this power. Humans are naturally curious. We obsess over puzzles. We are drawn to the unknown. We think about what we do not understand. When someone overshares, we lose interest immediately. But when someone leaves just enough unsaid, our brains cannot let go. Every pause creates anticipation. Every unexplained gesture builds intrigue. Every subtle glance plants curiosity. This is the first step to making people obsessed. Mystery. How to implement. Speak less than people expect. Reveal only what is necessary. Leave subtle pauses in conversation. Avoid over-explaining. Stick figure. Quiet figure observing. Others trying to figure them out. Psychology shows that the human brain fills gaps automatically. When people do not know everything about you, they begin imagining, analyzing, and thinking about you nonstop. Next, humans value scarcity more than abundance. Attention is a resource. If you give it away freely, it loses value. People obsess over those who notice them rarely but meaningfully. Subtle nods, slight smiles, occasional acknowledgement. These small moments are mental hooks. They make people replay interactions in their minds, trying to figure out why they received that attention. The brain seeks patterns. When it cannot find one, it becomes obsessed. Stick figure, selectively acknowledging one person in the group, others whispering. Silence is power. When you do not react immediately, you appear confident. You seem untouchable. You radiate calm authority. People fill silence with their imagination. They create stories in their minds. What is going on in their head? What are they thinking? Why are they so calm? This is why the quiet, controlled person becomes unforgettable. Stay calm in chaos. Respond thoughtfully, not emotionally. Do not explain unnecessarily. Stick figure, calm in the middle of chaos, others staring amazed. Predictability kills obsession. People lose interest in those they can fully understand. Familiarity breeds indifference. Subtle unpredictability keeps the mind engaged. Occasionally change your routine. Say something unexpected. Reveal hidden skills or knowledge at the right moment. Your brain becomes a puzzle people want to solve. Humans cannot resist trying to figure out the unknown. Stick figure, suddenly doing a unique action, crowd watching in awe. Self-mastery is silent power. People obsess over those who are fully in control of themselves, calm under pressure, emotionally stable, confident without arrogance. This energy is magnetic. It attracts attention even without effort. Obsession rarely comes from looks or charm. It comes from presence, energy, and control. Stick figure, glowing aura, others mesmerized. So far, you've learned mystery makes people obsessed. Selective attention is a mental hook. Silence builds presence and power. Unpredictability keeps minds engaged. Self-mastery radiates magnetic energy. Now, we go deeper. We explore advanced psychological triggers, subconscious influence, and how obsession builds long-term. Anticipation is one of the most powerful human emotions. People obsess over what they cannot immediately have or understand. A quiet smile at the right moment, a subtle gesture left unexplained, a small compliment or acknowledgement. These small, carefully timed cues trigger a dopamine response in the brain. Your presence becomes a reward they subconsciously chase. How to use it. Create moments that make others wait for your next action. Speak strategically, never over-explain. Pause before answering to let the mind fill in the gaps. Every second of controlled silence builds obsession. Humans are emotion-driven creatures. To make someone think about you constantly, you must subtly trigger emotional responses. Curiosity, awe, a slight uncertainty, admiration. Examples? Share a rare insight. Display calm confidence under stress. Leave small, unexplained hints about yourself. These actions activate the emotional loop. Brain remembers feelings more than facts. People obsess over the emotion you leave behind, not what you say. The silent observer watches everything, says almost nothing, notices subtle gestures, recognizes hidden patterns, understands emotional states before anyone else. This makes your presence psychologically dominant. When people cannot read you, they obsess trying to decode your intentions. Steps to implement? Watch interactions quietly. Speak only when it matters. Use body language strategically. A slight nod, a calm stance, a measured smile. Short-term attention is easy. Long-term obsession is rare. How to make someone think about you consistently? Subtle uniqueness. Leave small, memorable details. Emotional imprinting. Create moments of admiration, curiosity, or intrigue. Strategic absence. Don't be available all the time. Scarcity increases mental fixation. Example scenario: you say one profound, insightful line, leave quietly without explaining further. Others replay your words, try to understand meaning. This creates a cognitive loop. The mind returns to you repeatedly. People obsess over what they cannot always have. Being too available diminishes your mental value. Respond selectively to messages. Appear occasionally at gatherings. Share insights sporadically, not constantly. This scarcity triggers subconscious desire. Psychology behind it. The brain is attracted to novelty. Scarcity triggers dopamine and focus. Absence increases mental fixation. When people think about you subconsciously, they recall your energy, not your words. They remember subtle gestures. They feel emotional resonance. Your unseen influence is stronger than spoken influence. How to enhance it? Maintain calm and poised energy in all situations. Speak with deliberate pacing. Use visual cues. Stick figure illustration equivalent, confident posture, minimal gestures. Stories make people obsess. Humans remember narrative better than facts. Embed yourself in small, enigmatic stories in social interactions. Example: I once experienced something most people can't imagine. Pause before finishing the sentence. Never reveal the full story. This triggers the mind to fill in the blanks and think about you constantly. actions over words, subtle glances, calm posture, strategic movement. These trigger subconscious obsession. People notice your energy, they mimic your posture, they replay your gestures mentally. Cognitive loops keep your presence alive in the mind. Small gestures repeated inconsistently, scarce but meaningful interactions, strategic silence after interaction. These loops force the brain to return to you repeatedly. After all of this, the one thing is create mystery and control attention, master your energy. Mystery equals mental hook. Selective attention equals scarcity. Energy mastery equals magnetism. Do this consistently, and people obsess subconsciously, think about you often, and cannot forget you. Obsession is not forced, it is engineered psychologically. Do this one thing, cultivate mystery, control attention, master your energy, and people will naturally gravitate towards you. You will become unforgettable, unreadable, and impossible to ignore. If you're ready to master human psychology, become unforgettable, and trigger subconscious obsession, comment "I'm mysterious" below. Subscribe for more dark psychology, influence, and mindset strategies.